Hey there, Materos. We got an organic yerba coming to you today. This is Kraus Organic, straight out of Argentina. Let's see how it tastes. All right, so Kraus Organica, or Kraus Organic, that's what we're going to be reviewing today. But before we get into that, I just want to give you guys a quick thank you for watching these videos. If you guys are finding them useful or informative, please like, comment, share them. I love reading your comments out there. But if we can, let's spread the word on yerba mate and share it with everybody that we meet. So if you guys could do that, go ahead and head down below and drop a comment and share this with other people. All right, so Kraus Organica. All right, so we got another yerba that's coming out of Argentina. The bag really draws your attention, these bright yellow colors here. And for those who didn't see the poll, this won the poll for what yerba to review next. So be on the lookout for that next poll if you guys want to vote and have your input on what I should review next. But I kind of like the bag on here. Simple. They've got their cricket or grasshopper logo, very symbolic of Krauss. We got a little mate at the front. This is an unsmoked organic yerba. On the back side, what they have over here gives a little bit of information pertaining to the yerba mate, the yerba plant, and then what their promises are. So I've translated this. Obviously it's in Spanish, and you know, I could sit here and try to read all this, but I don't really want to butcher the language. But let's see. So at the top part, it reads, yerba mate is a tree native to the subtropical forests of South America, belonging to the family Aquifoliaceae, obtained from the leaves of the Ilex paraguayensis. Again, I butcher those. You guys can drop your comments down below. But below the picture over here, and the picture is the plant itself out in a grove. It's a beautiful plant, by the way. But this is their commitment, their promise. It says, we're committed to sustainable agriculture, seeking long-term soil conservation and fertility. Each year, we reforest our lands with native trees for the purpose of restoring the forest, protecting the soil, and promoting biodiversity. We do not use herbicides, pesticides, or artificial fertilizers in our crops. So it truly is organic. I mean, everything about it. So that's kind of cool. I like how they've got the picture back here. This is out of the Misiones area. So they've got a picture of South America and they've got it highlighted down there, which is really neat. And then on the sides, you've got your nutritional value on one side, stamped with all the organic, USDA organic. They're also a fair trade company. On the other side, they've got a few more nutritional facts over here. But again, you can see how to prepare it the traditional way. And it gives you step-by-step on how to do that. Pouring, shaking, adding the water, letting it steep, and then going into your mate. So, pretty cool packaging. I like that. Let's go ahead and open her up. It smells like vegetables. Like when you walk down the grocery aisle, the vegetable aisle at the grocery store. Very earthy, very fresh too, like fresh cut vegetables, fresh cut greens. I like that, earthy, fresh. It's very light. It's a very nice, pleasant smell. This is cut a little bit, how should I say, it's kind of mixed up. It's got your traditional Argentinian cut, the bigger leaves, the stems, but it's also got smaller pieces in there. I'd say, you know, the Uruguayan style in there. So it looks like a nice mixture in here. You're probably not going to see the little bits because they've fallen down, but you can see that it's got nice big stems, the larger cut leaves. Mostly the traditional Argentinian cut, but as I said, there are some finer particles in here. I know a lot of people prefer those bigger cuts, the harder ones like the Rosamante that I did before. Some prefer the thinner cuts. It's really up to you, it's your preference. All right, let's get some of this in here and get reviewing. All right, Krauss. While I'm doing this, while I'm preparing this, if you guys haven't already, go to Amazon and check out the Yerba Mate Journal. This is a journal I created for you guys and all of us out there that enjoy drinking yerba mate. Not only can you list, the country of origin, what type of gourd you're using at the time, but you can also take notes. Obviously take notes about the situation where you're drinking it, flavor notes that you like, but you can also just use it as a journal. Write your thoughts in there, your daily thoughts, whatever it may be. Maybe you get a little bit inspired while drinking your mate. So go ahead and check that out. That's the Yerba Mate Journal. You guys can pick that up over there. All right, this one's going a little bit slower. So it's not setting as quick, I'll tell you that. The Rosamante brands usually set pretty quick. This is a little bit slower, and it's possibly because of the cut. So I mentioned the Argentinian cut, but also the Uruguayan cut in here. And that Uruguayan cut, whether it's Canarias or other, they seem to settle a little bit slower. So they take a little bit longer to get through those little particles in there. So we'll give this another second. While that's setting in there, I just want to give a quick shout out to Yerba Power Podcast. Devin over there has been creating podcasts, sharing information about yerba mate a little bit deeper than what we do here on the reviews, but fantastic podcast. If you guys want to learn about it, its preparation, its history, how people use it, whether they use it in athletics, in their daily life, however. Great podcast, Yerba Power Podcast. Go check him out. All right. It's almost there. We'll go ahead and get this in though. So this yerba is a little bit darker green, which obviously shows a bit more of the freshness that's there. So I like that. Let's go ahead and get our first sip. Oh, that's really smooth. That is really smooth. You get those earthy tastes coming out. Nothing very nutty. Obviously it's unsmoked, so you're getting a lot more of the natural tea leaf flavoring in and of itself. Yeah, it's got that kind of fresh herb taste to it. It's really light. It's not fruity, but it's a hint of sweetness and bitterness combined. This one's really unique. I've never really had anything like this one. Boy, that's pretty good. Yeah, so that earthiness comes out. Not a heavy punch. This is kind of a medium or mild punch. You get a little bit of it, but it subsides pretty quickly. And one thing I'm noticing that I really like so far is the aftertaste. I'm not getting like a heavy aftertaste after this. You get that mild punch at the start and then it kind of fades away. Yeah, that's pretty good. The flavoring is similar to the aroma. That kind of, again, you know, working around vegetables or the herbs that you get. I think you guys, if you guys like those types, if you like the natural herb flavoring, I think this is a good one. This is probably a good one for a beginner as well. As I said, it doesn't have that heavy punch to it. It's more mild. The flavoring's kind of subtle. You get that initial punch, but then, as I said, it subsides. So I think somebody trying yerba mate for the first time might actually enjoy this one. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and do, you know, let's rate it. Let's review what it is. That mild punch, the smooth flavor, the lack of the aftertaste that you get. It's not really thick either. It's not really setting. You know, some of the mates, they'll settle on your tongue, the back of the tongue, or sometimes even the throat. More often, those are with the smoky ones. But this organic's really smooth. So let's go ahead and give it a number. All right. So, Kraus Organica, or Kraus Organic, comes in a yellow bag out of Argentina. As I mentioned before, it's got those mixed cuts in there, the Argentinian cut, some Uruguayan cut in there. Makes it very interesting, flavor-wise, appearance-wise as well. But let's see, Kraus Organica. I think we'll go an 8.1 on this. We'll go an 8.1. If you're looking for something smooth, something that doesn't have a huge flavor kick to it, this might be the option for you. So again, that's Kraus Organica. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys have tried this before, I'd love to hear your opinions on what you guys thought about it. And if you guys have any comments or questions or even some information to share, drop them down in the comments below. I love interacting with you guys, learning from you, sharing information. So thank you guys very much. And to the rest of you, happy drinking.